rich. But still that same bitch that'll slice a nigga tires. Look him in his face, say I love him, I'm a liar. I love how he tricky, wanna put me in his hand.
Se o senhor quiser assinar. Se o senhor não assinar, não tem como. Eu não posso assinar pelo senhor. O que eu posso fazer, eu faço. Tipo, igual um documento aqui, ó. Paulo Roberto Braga. O senhor segura. Poste pra caramba a cadeira aí. Ele não segurou, ele é porta.
Não vi.
Não,
A gente também não.
segura, tio. Assina pra não me dar mais dor de cabeça, fica no cartão, não me chega mais, não gosto mais.
Eu acho que ele não tá legal.
Sim.
Fuck a plan B, them little shit don't need work. Let them nut all in my guts and then I go and pop my perk. Let them nut all in my mouth, I think I got some on my shirt. Kept my $50 and I went and blew it on some yurt. Yeah, word around town saying I'm the hottest in the city. Pussy good as fuck, I guess that's why he turned me to a Twinkie. Threw this pussy on him, then I went and popped the plan B. So how the fuck I'm pregnant? Nah, I think this little test tweak.
Alright, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. The women of Israel are through, done, finito. It ain't even any worth anything dealing with these women. Not these Babylonian women. I remember a few months ago talking about Sexy Red or whatever. A few months before that, a year before that, talking about Cardi B, this and that. Talking about these different trends what is it called again? The folly that is setting great dignity. Like these things that are setting great dignity, you can't even call these women, but this is what's popularized or glamorized today. Just things like this. And these aren't women. These aren't people. And you read the comments on these things, as they say, everything that you'll read on these comment boards on these videos will be like black excellence, this and that. This is the best that black has to offer. Which I know the other one was the one in the middle was from Brazil, but it's the same people. Our people are completely destroyed, completely out of their freaking minds. But this is Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Yes. When you read some of these comments, they'll be like, oh, this is black excellence. This is a culture of excellence. This is in a mocking way. Because look at our people. Like, you see Jake out there having a thing, black excellence, or we was kings and all this kind of things, or whatever they be saying. And when you turn around after saying this is what Jake is doing. This is what Jake promotes. This is what Jake loves. And then Jake will turn around, 2/3 of Israel will turn around and get mad at you for having a problem with things like this. But the other nations, they mock. How can this be the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? How? This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, and I'll start at verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. And these people, these women specifically, are drunken off the juice of Babylon, the energy that's put out here. These people are completely drunk off this, and they've been given liberty to gad abroad, which I'll read also. But they've been given freedom. They've been given freedom to do whatever they want, whatever pops into their stupid heads. And these things should cause anger. If you're happy about seeing this, whatever. I mean, in one sense, you see it like, okay, we're closer and closer to the destruction coming. But this should anger you to see this for your people. But fuck them, they gotta die. Verse 9, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. And you can see that. Look at these women's eyes. Look at their faces. There ain't nothing there. You look past them fake eyelashes. This is how you know these women, through their looks, how they carry themselves. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And these women are shameless. You can't tell them anything. It's already too late. And they abuse themselves through too much freedom. They can do whatever they want here. Verse 11, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. So, let me get that word impudent again. Not showing due respect for another person. So don't marvel if she don't respect you, because these women here, they don't respect anybody. They don't. I mean, how could they? They don't respect themselves. Look at what they're doing. Look what the last chick was singing about. Look at the first chick getting these BBLs, all of them, getting these BBLs and stuff like that. When they don't need them, just do some squats. But that's too hard. Nah, fuck it. I got the money. Give it to me. Not seeing that all these people getting BBLs are getting different kinds of bacterial infections and leaking and dying from these infections. Hey, it's worth the risk though. Right? Fucking idiots. Verse 12, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. Hey, the last video. That's exactly that chick in the last video. She's talking about going all around town. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. And that's not just her. That's every Babylonian woman here. This is Proverbs 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. And these women, they're all adulterous. They don't consider that they're doing anything. Matter of fact, if you look and try to wrap your head around the mindset of these women, they can never do any wrong. They're always in the right. Even when they're doing wrong and they know they're doing wrong, they're always in the right. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Let me get this word, haughty. This is H1361, H1361 Gabah, to be lofty, to raise up, to be high, exalted, to be arrogant. These women are arrogant. Let me get this other word, wanton eyes, H8265, shaquar, to blink coquettishly, wanton. Let me get this word, let me get these words into Google. That's a kind of weird word. Coquettishly, in a way that tries to attract attention by pretending to be sexually interested in someone in a pleasant but not serious way. So, you know, they're, I mean, these women are attention seekers. Always. That's why you see these women all over different social media, you know, showing their bodies off. Got the umbrellas, all this and that. This is what they do. They just want attention. They're attention seekers, always. Having a bunch of followers of men and women, whatever like that. Men buying their OnlyFans, all this and that. But let me get this other word here. It was a wanton. It says wanton, deliberate, of a cruel or violent action, deliberate and unprovoked. No. Number 2, sexually unrestrained or having many casual sexual relationships. So here, the second one, these women are wanton. They're sexually unrestrained. They have they're abusing themselves through over much liberty. You know, they have so much freedom here. Isaiah 3:17, therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will discover their secret parts. And these women have already been, especially the women of the Southern Kingdom. That's why most of them have to wear wigs, because they can't grow hair. And actually, this is a certain type of alopecia too that can cause this. And then also, I'll just jump down to verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. So they've already been hit with these curses, because you see most of these women, they stink, the pH is off. Instead of a girdle, a rent. Let me get that word, rent. Oh yeah. But anyway, hey, these women are all out of shape. You know, they got the rolls hanging all over. Instead of well-set hair, baldness, these women have to wear wigs and all these things to wear other people's hair, animal hair, whatever. This is but showing you that the curses have already been put on these women. And there's a certain point where the curses, like you continue through the curses, at a certain point you're not going to learn, and you're just going to end up. Let me just get this. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 5. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. So why should ye be stricken any more? They've already been stricken with these different things. Diseases running rampant. They already can't grow hair, fat, bald. They stink. Curses are already on these women. Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises, putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. And as a nation as a whole, the wounds of our nation, Israel, they haven't been healed. But for these women, they're going through these curses, all these things, but they aren't turning back. So what's the point of still having them around? This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So the day is coming. All the proud here, from the different nations, everybody here that's not of the elect is going to get burnt up when these ICBMs come, especially the 2/3 of our people. And this day is coming soon. Lord, we pray it's coming soon. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and that land it's talking about here is Babylon the Great, America. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2 parts, 2/3. You have 2 parts and you have 1. The 1 part, hey, they're gonna be left. They're gonna be exempt from judgment. But the 2/3, like in the video, people like this, people that follow after that wickedness, hey, they're reserved for the fire. They're reserved for judgment. This is Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. And they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is my power. So on this day, hey, Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to have mercy on the 1/3 of his people, his elect. And they're going to call on his name. They're going to know the names. They're going to know the names of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. They're not going to be calling on God and Jesus. They're going to be calling on the true names in the Lashon Kodash. That is the pure tongue. And I'll end off with this one. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. And it's all of the Lord's elect. Because he already said 2 parts are going to be going through the fire, so not everybody's going to make it. The rest of the 2/3 is going to come back in the kingdom. But here, the promises aren't slack. Let me get this word for slack. G1019. Bradino. To be slack, to tarry, to delay, to be slow. To render slowly, to retard. To be long, to tarry, to loiter. So these aren't, like, it might look like things are taking a long time, but it's not. This is for everybody that is supposed to repent, repents. Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will come as a thief in the night. So the day is coming. We don't know when, how. I mean, we know how. Salaki, slip of the tongue. But we know, hey, this place is going to be destroyed by ICBMs, thermonuclear destruction, and the chariot fire, the concentrated fire from the chariots, those lasers. But it's going to come in as a thief in the night. People, meaning that people aren't going to be expecting it. People are going to be busy doing their folly. Like, oh, here's an example. Like the Google Trends, right? Let me see here. Where is it? Right, Google Trends, right? Last night, early this morning, Israel, the small hats, retaliated against, or not retaliated, they attacked Iran, right? What should this not be trending? Oh, there it is yesterday. Which these things should be trending, but it's not. That was trending for yesterday, but people are looking at whoever Mandisa is, American Idol, these things. Who's Mike Johnson? Politician. People worried about F1, Rebel Moon, Post Malone. Let's look at the real time. But this is what's, people are searching. This is what people are trending. This is what's trending. This is real time what's trending, So people aren't worried about, World War III or being drafted or ICBMs or anything like that. And this is why this is going to come as a thief in the night to these people, because they're not expecting it. They're interested in their entertainment, their bread and circus. But the day of the Lord, slack it. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, into which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So the ICBMs, this is what's going to bring that great noise. The ICBMs, they burn at, I think it's about the temperature of the sun or hotter. They melt the elements. Everything's going to be melted with fervent heat. And the works therein that are therein shall be burnt up. So all the works that are here in Babylon the Great are going to be dissolved along with the land here. This is 2 Peter 3 and 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So what kind of person should you be? Should you be like these Babylonians? Or should you model yourself after the righteousness, the righteous men and women that are written about in the scriptures? The number one being Yahushai, the son of Yahweh. Verse 12, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So we're looking for this day. We're looking forward to this day. We're looking for it. This day is close. It's coming every day. It's drawing closer and closer. Every day we're here, every day that passes is one day closer to the kingdom, one day closer to eternity. Verse 13, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So we're looking for a new heaven, a new earth, which is renewed. Which that word, I believe it should be kainos, G2537. It says, is properly so with respect to age, new, as respects form recently made, fresh, recent, unworn, but basically meaning refreshed, a renewed earth, because this place, the earth abideth forever. And if how do you say it? 2 Ezra 6 and 9, it says that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it, meaning that this is the end of Esau's age, and it's time for a new age. So, 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So, a new earth where righteousness will flourish, and you'll no longer see, wickedness like these things. Hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Shalom.